Hello, hello. Bit of a late start. I planned on starting 2 minutes ago, but YouTube wasn't working. So we're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna play a little bit Darktide. Maybe like 1 or 2 games. Let's get this music out of here. There's one thing that's cool. This music is really good for this game. It's fantastic, I'd say. Some are better than others, but that's just how it is, you know? Oops. There we go. And you know what? Let me see if I can add like a game capture here. Specific window, we're gonna tell it to do that. Sure. Game capture, put that like there. How does that look? Yeah, look at that. So I got all my different, you know what? We're gonna work on, oops. That's new. I didn't know that menu existed. We're gonna work on getting my veteran max level. I only got 4 levels to go. It'll be easy. Probably won't happen this stream. It'll probably happen off stream, honestly, when I'm just doing some other shit. But yeah, we'll get through a little bit. Not a big fan of the veteran, mostly just doing it so I can have all 4 classes at level 30 when they release the class rework on October 4th, question mark, I think. I don't know if that's a hard date. That's what I've heard floating around. I don't know. We're gonna hope that the bitrate is kind to this as well and see what happens. Even on my machine, this game still kind of runs like ass. So we'll just check shops and stuff real quick. Just a little housekeeping, you know.
If you must, I suppose.
This is bad. I shouldn't be getting any of these because I'm not max level. What am I even doing? And we're just gonna do top tier. What am I using? We're just gonna do some top tier Damnation quick play. Get that extra XP bonus. I'm glad they added that. I think that was like the last update, maybe like half a month ago. They made it so quick play gives you extra bonuses instead of just faster queue times. Big quotes around the faster queue times, because sometimes it just decides to put you in your own lobby rather than put you in a game with other people. A little annoying, but whatever. I'm here for it. And we got an Ogryn with us, so it's all set in stone. Not enough people play Ogryn. At least I feel like it. There are many times, almost every mission I fail, I'm like, you know what? One Ogryn charge here could have saved the whole thing. Oh, it's just him. He was waiting for other people too. I hope when they release that update for the class rework system that they finish, or they get around to actually fixing the queuing system for the servers. This seems really weird. There's tons of people playing and it just decides it can't find you a game sometimes. It'll just put you alone.
First up, get to the market. From there, you can interrogate Chasm Terminus's auto-scheduler.
And it looked like such a lovely day.
Alright. I hope they had some more missions too. Like, I'm excited for the class rework change because there's going to be a bunch of cool new shit, new builds and stuff that you can do. Excited for that. Maybe it'll make the veteran a little more fun to play. I don't really like them. None of the guns really, they don't really do anything for you, for me. Except for this one. The plasma gun's super cool. Love it. Big fan. reloads for it. It's cool. Just love everything about it. These two Ogrins mopping up. That's what we like to see. Like a few days ago I had a game where it was all Ogrins. I was playing on my Ogrin. We queued up with 3 others. We didn't win, but man, was it fun. When we weren't, before we like lost horribly and all died, it was going pretty well. I think we got to the very end and then just a series of events happened that ruined everything.
Hold still, heretic!
Stifler's got good cover! Gunner!
Oh, that's loud.
Gunner sighted! Got a present for ya!
There it is.
Searcher!
So many Pogsbursters. The Pogsburster noise is really well done. Whoever does the sound design for this did a great job. And here's where the frames and stream might get a bit crunchy with these waves with me. Because if it looks like ass for you, rest easy knowing that it also looks like ass for me. There's a demon host back there, I think, from what I can hear. Yeah, right there.
Boyle spit, a demon host.
You know what I'm feeling? I think after this mission, win or lose, I'm gonna swap to my Psyker. I got a really cool, like, lightning staff. Little Chancellor Palpatine staff that's pretty good. And I like Psykers in this game too. Some of the stuff they're adding for the skill rework looks cool. They're gonna give them like a little AoE shield and crap. And it seems pretty cool. Psyker's gonna play like an even more of a support role.
Barrel's gonna go!
Is this guy gonna jump up here? Can they jump? I've only ever seen them fall.
Move up through the maintenance bay. Not long now.
Beauty, there!
Oh jeez. There you go.
Beauty died!
The problem with the plasma gun, or whatever this thing is called, is if it doesn't just one-shot whatever you fire at immediately, it takes so long to line up another shot.
Put that corking trapper!
Ow. I do like the hip fire on it though, because you can't ADS, you just your aim down sight button is like a charge, and the charge does a ton of damage. I don't know how much, but it's a lot. I'm gonna go back up this guy real quick. It's an issue I make quite a lot, and I see other people do, is that they'll just they won't realize that their team has left them, and they immediately get overrun as soon as they realize, and there's just nothing you can do. It's nobody's fault, usually. Sometimes I'm guilty of just running away into the corner somewhere and not realizing there's nobody around me until it's too late, because they all continue to move forward.
Finders keepers!
I'm liking this sword too.
With one another.
It's just like a normal whatever sword, but it's got a lot of cleave, and I think it balances out well against the high single target for this plasma gun.
Data interrogators out. We don't have long to spoil our sanctuary
Jeez.
back to the target day.
I was having a lot of trouble trying to figure out what I wanted to stream. Like I did Deep Rock. Oh my god. Oh jeez. I did Deep Rock yesterday. This is an unlisted stream because most of the streaming stuff I'm doing for my college classes, which is kind of cool. If you had told me when I was like 5, or I don't know, just really into streams, that I'd be taking a class at college doing streaming, I don't think I would have believed you. I don't think my parents would believe me either. They haven't really asked. But I don't know, it's cool. It's cool that people are trying to figure it out and actually make it like a profession, because There's very few things out there that are like actual guides on how to, you know, market yourself and be good at streaming. Oh, that was weird. That guy. I guess one of the big issues too with this gun is that long range, unless if you suck at aiming like I do, it doesn't really do very well. Be cool if they added a weapon modification system. I know there's a mod that came out that lets you, but I think it's just visual. And I'm pretty sure it's like super buggy, like incredibly buggy. Oh, do these guys ever end? This is a little loud. I'll turn it down.
Big Mac, something, something.
I hope the volume's good on your end. I still haven't had a chance to test or actually ask for feedback on any of my streams yet. So if there is anybody in chat, I can't tell because my OBS is covering it up right now. But let me know if it sounds okay. I might have to turn the music up because the music's like half the fun in this game. Especially on this mission. Any of the missions where you have to go and like kill a boss, like a target or whatever. I don't know what that song is called, but it's one of the best ones. It bops. It goes hard. Some would say it rips, honestly, but I don't think it rips. Rips is a little heavy. Dang, oh, I missed. Oh, you got him. Sometimes the best thing you can do as a veteran is like their passive perk, giving people ammo back whenever they kill an elite, I think, in coherency. That's really good for a lot of Ogryn weapons, because it gives you 2 ammo, I think, regardless of what the weapon is. So for weapons that only fire like 1 shot, getting 2 ammo back is insane. You'll just never run out of ammo. There we go. Pretty excited for Payday 3 too. I tried the open beta. It was a buggy, horrible, glitchy mess. But it was fun. There's only one map, honestly. It was some fucking bank. But I'm excited. I wasn't really around for all of Payday 2. I was there for a little bit. And now that I'm there for the start of Payday 3, I hope it's good. I hope it's not like this scam where it gets good eventually. I hope it is good and then stays that way. You would think after all the effort and trials and tribulations they did making 2 really good in the game it is today, they would know how to do it for 3. But that might not be the case. Because this game came out after Vermintide 2, and everything that's wrong with it apparently was also wrong when Vermintide 2 came out. And that's why people were so angry. I never really played Vermintide 2 until it was free when this came out. It's cool that they made it free. But I don't know. I'm not a big Warhammer guy. I'm more into the 40k side of things, but even then I know next to nothing. So I'm just excited for Rogue Trader, I think. I think that got a release date today. I think it's supposed to come out this year. And if it's anything like Baldur's Gate 3 in terms of like combat and like story and stuff, I think I'm gonna have a great time. And hopefully it'll be a cool introductory game to play to get into the 40k universe. Because most of it's books. I've read the wiki a few times, if that counts on anything. I don't think it does. So the wiki could just not be factual at all. Oh shit. We're gonna... Oops. Pop that. Pop it, twist it. I'm proud to say that I've only blown myself up, I think, twice with this gun. I thought it would be a bigger issue than it really is. But it just straight up doesn't let you detonate yourself unless you're charging it up with the right click. Like if it's fully heated up and you left click, it'll just cool it down for you. Sometimes I wish these guys' heads were a little easier to hit. I feel like I don't do any damage. Granted, this is max tier difficulty. Oh, come on. And I'm using blue rarity weapons. I wonder if I can parry him. My sword has a parry. Let's see. Come hit me. Come here. Oh, he's probably gonna die before he comes and hits me, huh? Lame. Oh well. I do like the normal swords. Like, I know on my Zealot, I have a pretty good roll for a like a heavy sword. It's really cool looking. It's really fun to use. The problem is that it's mostly a horde clear weapon. And as a Zealot, so many people like to horde clear. So if you bring a weapon dedicated to it, and somebody else even has something that's remotely similar, you're just like useless the whole time. So I'm hoping maybe the class rework that they're doing on October 4th, they'll kind of address that a little bit, maybe give you some alternatives in case you can't crowd clear.
Garkin Bomber's dead.
Where's that dog? There he is. Bang. See, that right there. That right there is why I like this gun.
You can stop shooting the Ranger.
I think I'll drop this ammo crate once we get inside this building here on the left. Oh, jeez.
More of them coming
I'm
right
just
now.
gonna throw one of those. I'm gonna throw another one of those. The Ogren's gonna throw one of his. They said that the Ogren gets a new grenade too. They said it's a bigger grenade. And since he already just throws big grenades, I don't know what the heck he could
Nice
throw.
decor. Just the thing for when you're peeling planes apart.
Enough of that. We got a job to do.
Just do a reload real quick. It's a little annoying how long the reload is, but it's a cool animation. And sometimes your character will like commentate. I think each character has like a special weapon that they have specifically for them, where they'll do special comment, like voice lines and stuff on it. Like the veteran will exclaim how like hot the gun is when you're reloading. And the Zealot when you're killing a ton of enemies with the heavy flamer or whatever. He'll be like, yeah, woo, it's on fire. Purge them in holy flame. Which is neat. It makes me want to use the flamer, but the thing is like I said with crowd clear weapons, if somebody else, like a psyker usually, brings their little fire staff thing for crowd clear, your heavy flamer is basically worthless because they trump you in every way. It's like, maybe there's some perks and skills you could get for a flamer that makes it better tiered for dealing with like armored enemies, but I don't think so. Maybe there are and I just haven't seen them. Oh jeez. That's another cool thing I like about this gun too. These bulwarks, these shield guys, are the worst. One of my least favorite enemies. Because if you don't have a way to deal with them and get past their shield, and their shield arc is insane. It's like a 270-degree arc in front of them. If you don't have a way to get around that, they can just sit in front of you and do their job, I guess. Just ruin your day. And just kill you just because you can't get around them. Which, you know, that's by design. I get it. But God, it's frustrating when they turn to follow you every single time and you can't hit them. Throw a bunch of grenades in there. The veteran grenade, like, bonus or whatever, where they regen one every, like, 60 seconds. It's pretty cool. You get a shit ton of free grenades. No. No. Let's see. See, look at that. In nigger's name. I love the voice lines from these guys sometimes. The best.
Too many have hidden a heretic's heart behind the mask of
Scriptures?
servitude.
Oh, well. He got it. Yeah. I guess I'll grab the next one. Maybe they'll give people a little more incentive to do the scripture missions. And the, God forbid, the Grimoire ones. Those things suck. Usually if somebody picks up a Grimoire on like a high tier mission, people will just leave.
Sir, not good job, sir. We follow orders.
I hope they make it so you can change the voices too. For your characters. Like, I love my Ogryn voice, but I think everybody like always picked a few of the same voices just because they it doesn't give you a very good idea on what they'll sound like. They just like read a paragraph about their like background and that's it. So I kind of want the Ogryn voice that I think Hagar has, where they say like sir and stuff. Seems cool. Yeah, look at that. Pistol's cool too. I wish there were more. Hopefully they'll add like another one. Maybe with a speed loader, because that's the biggest downside to the pistol, is that you have to reload it like one bullet at a time. On a Zealot, it's fine for taking out like points, like point targets. Not point target, what am I saying? Specific targets, you know? Single target, high damage, blah blah blah. I'd love to run it on my veteran, but there's other weapons that kind of do the same thing. I guess the bolter probably is a good comparison. And you don't have to reload the bolter one bullet at a time. I've seen a few veterans use the pistol and they might be fun, but they don't seem to carry their weight as much as if they were using anything else. And these guys just keep coming. Whatever, I'm going down.
Good work, pal. Deserves double rations.
Oh. He died from fall damage. Not every day you see that happen. Oh, there's another demon host.
Is that a demon host?
You said it, yes, it's a demon host. Where is it? Oh shit. There it is. Grab this ammo since I don't think anybody else is. And we're almost to the elevators. Mission's almost over with.
I cannot do his work with an empty weapon.
Did we miss a scripture? I'm gonna go look around for it before we go down. Maybe we'll get lucky, we'll find it. I don't know where they can spawn. People have made like lists and stuff of where they all spawn, but there's like 50 different places and they could be anywhere. They could be up here. Just ask him if there's no scripture. If they don't want to fucking find it, then who am I to make them wait? Alright, let's get to going. I apologize for making you all wait. You don't even get that much money. You might get like an XP bonus too if you find the scriptures. But it's just not worth it.
Yeah, the ogre's going off the toe, not the words, like I do tomorrow.
Alright, let's go beat the shit out of this guy. Wham. Wham. I wonder if I can parry that. I should try. Oh my god.
That goes, heretic!
Maybe I should just work on crowd control. Ow. Throw it. Fuck. let's fucking stack these.
I'm bleeding out. Taking the shot.
Finish the job.
Man. Let's get it. I wonder, each of these guys are like named. I wonder if they all have like randomly generated names and shit. Yeah, just get him, bully him. Can't even see what the fuck's going on.
Good work.
There you go, look at that, easy peasy.
Exploding barrel! Have a care!
Do another little fancy reload. And that's that. Then I'll swap over to my Psyker maybe. Make it even harder for people to see. At least it's not like a flame Psyker. Using the blue flame or whatever for
Grenade!
this
Obliterator!
little Psyker staff. I don't remember which Psyker staff. Hey, new pair of pants. But using the flames and stuff, it's cool. I love it. It's probably my favorite staff on the Psyker. I just need a good one. But it makes it so hard to see. Yeah, that could be good. If that's a really good gun, then I won't switch to Psyker. I'll use that. See how good it is. Man, these loading screens. This is on an SSD, and these loading screens still take a while. One of the people I play with doesn't have it on an SSD. I don't think he has a SSD big enough. He's just got one to boot his Windows off of. But man, it takes like fucking like 30 minutes for him to just get through one loading screen. This could be okay, I guess. It's probably better than the one I have down here. Let's get rid of that one. I guess I'll put that one on. Why not? And then we're gonna swap. I've made up my mind. Going back to Psyker. And another loading screen. Woo! We love loading screens. Come on. We do a little bit of psyching. There's one cool thing I found out scrolling through the 40k wiki. You'll have to apologize. You'll have to forgive me, I should say. I'll have to apologize. I don't know what they're called, but ooh, that could be good. I might buy this just to rip the tier 4 warp flurry off of it for that extra 2%. That's the only thing I need left to make this like a god tier staff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
That's an interesting choice.
Another thing too, Psykers are the only ones that get these dueling swords, and I don't get it. They're cool. Little rapier, you hold your character holds like one hand behind their back when they're using it, but yeah, it's the thing is you have to get close, and Psykers don't want to do that. At least I don't. Maybe I just suck. So you get hit once and you're basically dead, kaput, just like that. Let's see if there's anything in here. That's a pretty decent. I would have bought that if this was on my fucking veteran. Look at that. It's almost a top tier roll. There ain't nothing here. Dang. Ooh, this one, right? Yep. Earn this. See, Warp Flurry is what I need on my Flame Staff. I only have a tier 1. But the Flame Staff already charges up ridiculously fast. So if I get a tier 4 Warp Flurry and just put it on there, dude, I'm gonna be blasting guys. I've seen maybe they nerfed it, but I've seen videos of people just melting bosses and just holding right click, and that's where it's at. Do this, do that, put that there. It's not nearly as much as I thought it would be. There we go. Look at that. An almost perfect thingy. I don't know what staff this is. I always forget what the staves are. I only know what the lightning one looks like because it's the only one that's square at the end. And we're gonna do... what's this? Waves of mutants. 20% ability cooldown. That could be cool. These like super hard. These Maelstrom missions are neat, but I've only ever done a few of them because they're tough. This one could also be cool. This is just a fun mission to do. High intensity. You know what? Let's do it. The lightning staff isn't my favorite. Like I said, the fire one's still pretty damn cool. It deletes hordes like no one's business, and you just don't have to worry about ammo. It's awesome. But this lightning build that I have right now, I have this sword, which is like an AoE, not AoE, it's got cleave, so it goes through a bunch of enemies and stuff. And I have the deflector perk on it so I can block bullets. And I also have the skill here, one of those, where if you block you gain peril instead of like losing stamina, so I can just block bullets when I'm like out in the open. It's a good little clutch. And the lightning staff, it doesn't do any like noticeable damage. I don't like it, but the biggest strength on it is just crowd control. Rather than killing the crowd, you just stun all of them. Like, it'll knock a mutant out of its charge, it'll knock back a poxburster, it'll knock back dogs and stuff when they're in midair. Like trappers, it'll keep them from firing. Basically, everybody's biggest enemies, like that they hate, the immobilizers and stuff, it just deletes them. It completely negates them. And if you're with a good team, all you have to do is ping the thing that you stunned, and within a few seconds, usually somebody will kill it because they don't want it to be around. Like, other than that crowd control stuff, it really doesn't do that much damage. Maybe it does. It'll chain to something eventually and probably do enough damage to kill it. Yeah, hopefully we get some people joining us. The bots in this game suck beans, and there ain't no way that I am going to be doing this with 4 or 3 bots. Because there's only 3 kinds of, or there's only one kind of bot. Like, they might look different, but I'm pretty sure they only have like 2 different weapons. Okay, well, those aren't the weapons I thought. So they can have more than the 2 different weapons, but it's always veterans. It's always the same fucking veterans. I don't even think they're like high level either. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't even have any skills or anything. They might not even throw grenades. I don't think I've seen everyone ever throw a grenade. Like, they're just useless. It's better than not having somebody on your team, I guess. But it's still not great. So we're just gonna sit here and admire the scenery until maybe 2 people join. If we get an Ogren, then we'll probably just go, but if not, we'll just wait for some people. Hopefully it's not like 4 psychers, because then I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. We need some like strong crowd control. And hopefully it doesn't take too long, because then I'm gonna have to back out. There's one. Look at that. Alright, we're going. Just gonna follow them. Mostly because I think the bots are following me, so if I don't show up, they're boned. And then they're probably just gonna leave as soon as they die.
No room to maneuver in here. Stay tight.
Renix said you would say that, and he laughed. A big, heavy laugh.
Sorry. I didn't get water before I started the stream, and I only really plan on, I think I'll do this mission and then probably call it, depending on how long it takes. This is a long mission.
Are we prepared for what lies ahead? I hope so.
Maybe not. I don't know. My brother was asking me about getting some food. He's using a Hellbore? Yeah, that's the weapon that I just got. A little charge up las gun. I don't really get the appeal of charging it up. Like, it does damage. It does more damage. Yeah. But here's the thing, is it doesn't do that much more damage. Maybe it gets, like, better damage modifiers. Like, if you headshot, it'll be like a 2 times damage if it's fully charged instead of whatever.
Ready and kill shot.
There we go. Hopefully we get an Ogryn. If we get an Ogryn and a Zealot and we just fully round out this team, that would be sick.
The hunt is on.
Or even a veteran with a bolter. Like, I'm not really the biggest fan of the bolter. It's cool. It's really clunky. I love how it sounds and how it looks. But actually using it, you're gonna spend more time reloading the damn thing than shooting it. Oops. So I think for now we just take this slow. And we wait for more people to show up. So I can at least deal with taking it slow because I don't need ammo. Ah, damn. Oh man. Is this a wave already? Oh shit. Just gonna zap. Big old zaps. Oh, we got another guy. I think that's a Zealot. What time for him to join. And he's got the auto pistol, which isn't bad. I run an auto pistol on my Zealot for one of the builds. So I got real lucky and got a good one. See, look at that. He would have just kept going, but you shock him, he just stops in his tracks. And this staff I'm using, it's got like some decent crit stuff on it. And the crits feel like they do a little bit of damage, you know? That's another thing too. These guys, if I electrocute them, they drop their shield. So it's fucking fantastic. It's all I can mass, if there's like 5 of them, I can just mass drop all their shields. And everybody can just have free reign. Just completely ignores their shield. Fuck you. The range on the lightning too is impressive. I'm always surprised with how far I can go with it. Tick tock, tick tick tock. See, push that guy back. It's just so good in every way. The only real downside is that crowd control has a little to be desired in terms of actually killing. If there's a bunch of Poxwalkers, like an actual Poxwalker wave, you'll have some issues. That's what my sword is for. Aha. See, look at that. I'm not a big fan of the left click for this, where you just... Like, it's fine. It does good damage. But, oh shit. It's a really slow projectile, so even though it does good damage, even if people are right in front of you, it like also takes a second to fire. Like, I just find it really clunky and easy to miss. Which is why I like the flame staff so much, because the flame staff left click, it's just a little fireball thing, wave or whatever. Ah! Cool. Look at that. God, I'm good. I don't want to toot my own horn. But since nobody else is here, I'll have to. I gotta toot my own horn. Who else will toot it? Get in here. Jesus. I guess another pretty big downside is that this thing builds up. It builds peril like nobody's business.
Anyone require healing?
this one out. Let's hit it. This part's cool. This is one of the newest missions they added. This and one where you have to go on like this big spinning platform. They're so long. They're like, I don't want to say twice the length, but like at least another 50% of like a normal mission length. Especially on higher difficulties, this shit'll take you like 40 or 50 minutes. And it stuns the Ragers too. Ragers suck. Like most of the time, Ragers are the reason I fucking die. It's because very few things will stun them out of their attacks. Come on. There we go. Those guys will come back to haunt us later, but for now, we're just gonna keep going. I think we have to do this 3 times. Running through all these ducks and shit. Ow. It's another thing. I'm just really gushing over this thing after I said that it kind of sucked. But you don't even really have to aim. Like, you just kind of look in the direction of an enemy and the lightning will find its way there. I mean, you get to quote Chancellor Palpatine, so like, what else is there to want in life? Oh, great. Well, it's gonna be annoying to get through. There we go. The bursters aren't even that hard to deal with. Like, I don't know. It's more just frustrating. Where did that land? Okay. Oh, shit. Thanks for not throwing me into the fire. It's more just frustrating when you can't deal with a burster, like, correctly, where you just push them and it just works. Come on. Just fucking die. We got left behind. We gotta push back. Come on. Get over here. Ow. Shit. Let me in here. Fuck off. Alright, one more. Hopefully we don't get bombarded by muties. I didn't even hear him. Ah, shit. Do we have another Psyker? Okay. He's using like the AoE charge staff ball thing. It's fun. You kind of get to go bowling with the enemies. Because it's got a lot of pierce. Now we... There we go. Zap. Just keep zapping. I apologize for low bit rates and low frame rate, but that's just the nature of the game. Like I said, don't worry. It looks just as shit for me. Ow, fuck off. You know, that wasn't that bad. I think we got a good team here. So we got separated and we still clutched it out. Now we gotta deal with all those stragglers back there. They're gonna path through probably this door. Maybe one of the other ones nearby. That's all of them, I think. Yeah, like nobody's gonna need ammo or anything. So we got 2 Psykers using these staffs. It's weird to me that Psykers can even use guns. Like, I've heard Gun Psyker is fine if you use like specific guns, but like, why wouldn't you just use a staff? The staves are so cool. It's like their whole fucking deal. Zap. And zap. You look at that. If you do it right, I don't know what the criteria for zapping an enemy enough to stun them is. It happens regularly enough, but sometimes it doesn't. I guess maybe if it chains too many times, it won't do it. But you can even make a mutie drop somebody if you stun them enough. It'll stop shooters too. It's just so good. The utility for it is insane. As long as your other teammates are like carrying their weight and doing what they need to do, it's fucking nuts. It's incredible how like busted it is. I hope they never change it. Then I'll stop using the staff and I'll just be a flame psyker. Ooh, a wave. Alright, hopefully we just stay in this corner. And I can help him deal with these guys. Get out of here. It's not looking great. There's a lot of these crushers here. Gotta be careful. One more time and I'm gonna pop. Did he get it? Alright, he got the crusher. So our zealot's not doing too great in terms of health, but he's fucking fine. He's got like invincibility that'll proc. I think he might even have the regen skill, where if the invincibility procs, you'll get health back. He's got him.
We're damned. That's why we're still alive.
It's cool. The area for this too, for this mission is cool. Like the other ones, it's just like sewers and whatever, but this one's like a library. Or whatever you call it in the dark side. The 40k lore. The libratorium or whatever. Man, look at that. After they changed how the head pops work, like if I pull out my hands, I do that. Before, people were really annoyed when you would steal head pops from an enemy. People still get a little annoyed, but it's not as big a deal because before, when the cooldown ended, you get a damage bonus for each enemy you kill with that ability. And when that cooldown was over, it would just get rid of all your stacks. You can stack it up to 4, and if you get a skill, you can stack it up to 6, which is what I'm doing. Ow, get off. So before, you would, like, if I got to 6 stacks and somebody took the head pop I needed to keep my stacks up, I would lose all 6 stacks. But they changed this. Now it's like, it goes down incrementally. So if you're at 6 stacks and it goes down, you'll just lose 1. Which is how it should have been to begin with. Like, I don't know why they didn't think, like, oh, you know what? Maybe we should do that. Like, how hard could that be to program? I'm not a programmer. I've tried, kind of. I basically did Hello World and then called it a day. Oh, jeez. But, like, come on. It's always easier to say stuff than to actually do it. But other people do it just fucking fine. Almost every MMO does shit like that. Yeah. Go grab this box real quick. Maybe there's some goodies. There are some goodies. Always gotta love a little bit of oh, that's a lot of guys. I hope I didn't trigger him. Now they're triggered. Just gonna zap them. Good old zaps. Oh, wait, fuck you. Fuck off, buddy. Oh, he's all alone out there. I ain't going out there to help him, but I'll stun from here. Oh, I didn't get the stun off in time.
Don't waste ammo. They're dug in. Lima!
That's another thing too, is when you electrocute them and they get stunned, it's even easier for people to deal with them because they don't wiggle their fucking heads around all over the place. So you can just shoot them in the head like 3 times and they won't really move. There we go. Can I zap these guys? Yeah, like that. You just keep zapping them and then just walk up. Unless they're dead. They might be dead. They're dead. Oh shit. For dealing with like plague ogrins, these monstrosities and stuff, usually the best weapon a psyker has at their disposal is this one force sword that they can use. For the most part, just head popping, especially the ogrin, because I think you get the headshot multiplier when you do it. Zap. Oh shit. There we go. As a little quality of life, I would like it if so weapons have like a quell speed on them. It's basically just how fast you get rid of the percentage of you exploding. At the bottom there when I charge this up, you see that little yellow skull? So my staff has a really high quell speed. I think as high as you can get, like a full 80%. It'd be cool if when I pulled my hands out to head pop people, it would just take the quell speed from my fastest weapon, or even just any of my weapons, because it just has like a base quell speed, and it sucks. It's just the worst. Because then it's like, all right, well, do I want to deal with this slow quell speed, or do I want to fucking... Oh, they're flanking around us. Do I want to deal with the slow quell speed, or do I want to swap to a weapon and hopefully not have to head pop something, you know, go through that whole rigmarole, the downtime of you swapping weapons. Oh my god, look at all those guys. See? That's the little AoE ball thing he's using. Pretty good. I think it's got like near infinite penetration. It just keeps going through enemies, like it's nuts. I'll just deal with keeping things stunned, keeping these immobilizers off our guys. Nice zap. Yeah, see? He grabbed that guy, but I stunned him, so he dropped him. Sometimes it's a little wonky. Sometimes it'll drop people, like, fucking miles away. It's just like where the game calculates where they need to be, or where they are. But visually, they'd be, like, somewhere else. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't a programmer. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. See, look at that. Look how far back I knocked him. I pushed him back across the whole hall. It's so good. And the flame staff, it's just as good, if not better. It's just more of a horde clearer. It also kind of stuns stuff. It'll stun and it'll like knock back and stagger enemies.
Keep going this way.
But not the same way that this staff does. This staff does it to everything. The flame staff just does it to like normal guys. Which can be clutch. I've been in moments where he needed a psyker to, you know, pull a flame staff out and clutch the whole thing because we couldn't deal with the wave. It's just nice little bursts of power, what the psyker really excels at, I think. But they're really squishy for it. Like, for this build specifically I'm going for with the lightning staff and stuff, I just have it so I have the 6 warp charges, you know, and then I have it so when I use my F skill and I shout at them, it reduces the cooldown based on how many warp charges I have, and usually I always have 6. So I almost just get like an instant, like another shout back to keep me from exploding. Like I'm going for versatility. Just keeping everything stunned, letting everybody deal with it. I can do good damage if I need to with this staff. It's just a little unreliable. And mostly just keeping everything stunned, you know? That's all I can ask for. And then if we need more horde clear, I can just, in the staff ain't cutting it, I got this sword. And I just fucking zippy zap like that. I think it works out pretty well, as long as the rest of the team is coherent. Oh my god, look at all those guys. Big zaps coming in. I said zap. See, look at that. Those rages would have pushed us all the way back into the previous room if we didn't stun them. Who am I kidding? If I didn't stun them. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just that fucking awesome. Whoa. Okay, audio's being a little crunchy there. I think it's because he's penetrating. I think it's because he's piercing a bunch of guys. Ow. Fuck off, please. Oops.
Yes, flow through me.
See, look at that. I hit F, it uses all my warp charges, and now it's like already back up.
The fanatic seems to be hysterical.
Did you expect anything else?
And our zealots kind of popping off. They kind of got like a solo thing going on, I think. I've seen a lot of zealots go and dive into the enemies just to kick some ass, and then they usually die. This guy seems to actually like do a good job. He hasn't died yet. He's gotten close. Oh boy. There's a lot of shooters in here. It also probably helps that he can keep throwing his stun grenades, because I ain't picking up grenades, so all the ammo's just going to him. Look at ammo box. I need my warp charges back. So I get them, there's like a 5% chance or some shit if I get it when an enemy dies that I kill. I think maybe if somebody in coherency kills. I was just getting real unlucky there. The low odds. It's a fun part of the mission. We have to like pushing down these stairs into these rooms. The game always spawns like a million shooters here. So sometimes it's just, if you don't have a veteran or anybody with a decent ranged weapon, you're kind of boned. You all just gotta, hopefully you have an Ogryn. You can just push in and everybody follows. But if you just sit on the stairs, you're fucked. Like, you're just gonna die.
If you look up, sycophant, you'll find milk.
If you're referring to Sir Darius Melk, Lord of the Quartervast, then you may wish to heed your tone.
His talents be many. The art of conversation be not amongst them. Richard slain, my kindred.
I like the banter. Some of the banter is more rare than others. And if you play this game a lot, you'll probably hear them all, like, a lot. I don't know. Some of them I still haven't heard, because there's different team comps and different voices that are needed to, like, trigger them. Oh, jeez. So I hope, like, with semi-regularly with different updates, they'll just keep adding more. Be cool. Oh my god. These dogs look weird. You can kind of see it with his face. It's just like a cow, kind of. Yeah. Oh, we're here. Big ass library. There we go. I'll just put this ammo here.
Ammo crate.
I think I should be dead. Alright, now. I don't want to leave him alone, but at the same time. Oh shit. Look at that sniper. Man, he's like a mile away. These guys have probably got it. I'm gonna go hang out with this guy. Doing these scan missions, it's like a specific mission type. A lot of different, I say a lot. Like 3 different missions have some shit where you have to go scan stuff. This one's probably the easiest because all the stuff is like right next to each other. Where in other missions, they'll be scattered around like this big zone. Alright, I'm just gonna hold these guys back and hopefully everything behind me will be fine. Yeah, look, it's fine.
Fanatics seem to be hysterical.
What the fuck?
Affirmative.
Oh, my frames! Just keep stunning. That's the most I can do. Did we get the scan done? Almost. Oh boy.
Copy that! The Emperor demands death, and I answer. Might come all in. Let their dreams be a head of worship.
Why can't I get up the step? Come on, game. The whole time I was trying to back up the step, it wouldn't let me. Alright. Uh-oh.
Take heed! Honor!
Dang. That's it. Now we just gotta defend here in this middle area. One and done. Hardly even had my weapon out. Or my melee weapon, I should say. And they can only come from this way. The only other real threat really is if maybe a bunch of bulwarks, crushers spawn, a bunch of muties, and then snipers could spawn around us. That'd be pretty shit. Ow. Here it comes.
Justice administered.
Yeah, dude, this is a great team. I wish all my games could go like this. Are you kidding me? Usually these high intensity shock trip gauntlet ones, these are fucking tough. These are like tier 6 difficulty. There you go. Just keep on zapping.
Reaching into the war.
Eliminated.
Emperor, guide me! Please! Please!
I think that's it. Now we bail.
Satisfactory. Make me a happy man. Get out of there.
It's neutralized!
Hopefully they're doing okay.
You leave me no choice.
What you sanctioned!
Alright, let's just get the hell out of here. Close the door. Hey. Some good shit. That was a pretty good team. No Ogren? Didn't fucking need one? God damn. Something cool? Eh. The axes are neat, but that one specifically, that's like a like an assassination axe. It like hits really fast. Like good single target damage, but in this game, there's better single target weapons. And it's, I don't know if that one has any horde clear. Maybe its push attack might have some like cleave, some horde clear. I fucking doubt it. Let's check. Let's see. Yeah, no, look at that. One enemy. It's cool looking though. It's got a real high dodge distance. This is probably like a step up from the knife, maybe. It's got some pretty good stuff on it. I'm gonna just go get rid of it. And you know what? We've been going for about an hour. Probably call it there once I get rid of this. Slowly but surely, I'll do some longer streams, maybe with some friends. Give me Decimator. Brutal Momentum ain't gonna do shit on that weapon. But yeah, I'll do some longer streams once I figure out more what I'm gonna be playing. I'm planning some cool stuff for Halloween that's coming up. I think maybe the whole month of October I'll do some like spooky streams. That'd be cool. I got Alien Isolation I kind of want to do. I've been meaning to play that for a while. Lost in Vivo, if you know that game. Maybe some other stuff. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be like a week. Like the Monday, Wednesday, Friday of Halloween or before or whatever. I'll just do some spooky stuff. Maybe some Phasmophobia with friends, you know? We'll see where life takes me. Thank you for watching. I'll be live again on Friday around the same time, 4 p.m. MST. Until next